You guys, it's 5:30. You want to do a thing?
Yeah, let's go.
Hello,
Before we,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. Before we get started, the DragonCon charity this year that we partnered with is Cure. Cure is dedicated to conquering childhood cancer through funding targeted research while supporting patients and their families. Their families. I can read. What? Use the QR codes to donate. DragonCon matches up to $125,000 this year, so make them do it. Our track sponsor for 2023 is Zakat. For over 22 years, they've been empowering lives through disaster relief, food distribution, orphan care, and more. Their top-notch ratings from Charity Navigator and BBB Wise Giving Alliance means your contributions are going to make a difference. Go to zakat.org. That's ZAKAT.org. All right. Are you super ready for Guild of Granddaughters? Welcome to QuestMaster. I need no introduction, but just in case, I am the QuestMaster, and we have once again found these incredible women to tread the boards of our humble quest dungeon. Why? We do not know. How? We just asked them. When? Right here, right now.
Let's meet our contestants.
Ask is a generous way to summon us.
Well, since you're already speaking, Ainine, would you please tell me your real name, your character's name, and then what you're doing right now?
Wonderful. So my name is Alex. I'm the DM of the Actual Play podcast, Quid Pro Roll. And I play Ainine, who is an exhausted ASMR paladin who acts as the group mom and the only voice of reason and killer of birds.
I forgot about that.
How could you have forgotten about that? I am haunted by that every single year. And currently, if what I am holding in my hand is what she has received out of nothingness and the ether, as often it is, as usual, she is sitting at her desk, staring at it, exhausted and sighing, because once more, she is about to be pulled through nonsense. But does that mean I get to open it now?
Yes, please don't delay the inevitable.
It's so cool. I got you. Wow, exhale. Ainine, the ball is in your court. Come to our quest dungeon. Almost politely, Little Alex. And then I'm assuming I get ripped through space and time.
You absolutely do, yes.
Beautiful.
Right up into the sky. You are now hurtling through space and time.
There's like a Looney Tunes shaped Ainine hole in the ceiling.
Proxima, would you please tell me your real name, your character's name, and what you're doing right now?
Yeah, sure. So, hello, everybody. My name is Kate Osborne. I go by Katiesaurus on the internet, where I do stuff sometimes. And today I will be bringing you Proxima, the Tiefling cleric, who is just so happy to be here. And right now, Proxima she's napping. She's after last year, Proxima's learned to value rest and relaxation. So Proxima is napping, and I'm going to assume that this just like falls into her lap. So she
right onto her face, I would think.
Proxima awakes and remembers her character voice and says, Proxima sends. The producers told me to text, but I thought a note would make more of an impact. The most polite Little Alex.
You got
Proxima
the most
goes,
polite?
Here we go again!
Right up.
And then freezes for the credits to start.
Fantastic. Yes, you are now also hurtling through the skies, sucked up into the ether. While that's going on, Arbery, please tell me your real name, your character name, and what you're doing right now.
My real name is Swan. My character name is Arbery. She is a wood elf druid. She is like the Lorax if the trees talked to her too much. And she has anxiety. But she is happily frolicking in the forest because, it's about that time when she's going to get to see her friends again. And nothing bad ever happens. She's going to just absolutely be so happy to be with everybody again.
Fantastic. And as you are frolicking through the woods, the leaves falling down all around you, one of them, of course, is a little bit thicker and coarser, lands right in your hand.
Friends. Arbery, I would like to believe you enjoyed our quest dungeon. We are pining for you to return. Ever so politely, Little Alex.
And with that, you are sucked up into the sky, a bolt of light shooting across there. But before we get too far, Ellery, would you please tell me your real name, your character name, and what you're doing right now?
Yeah, my real name is Steph Craniola. I do a lot of like niche nerd content. So I've got a D&D podcast, Adventure Incorporated, a Shakespeare podcast, Protest Too Much. And my character is Ellery, who is a vampire elf bard. And Ellery has been taking a little break from adventuring with her friends for the past couple of months, but she is currently in her home in Naya, baking bread, trying to perfect her grandmother's recipe, while her boyfriend Diren hangs out taste testing all of her baking. None of it is good. It's all bad. And I guess she pulls this out of the oven.
Well, not quite. As you're proofing some bread and it starts rising, an envelope kind of rises up out of the middle with it, and now it's right in front of you. Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah.
Where did you source this yeast?
You know, my grandma always says, if you get your yeast where you get your letters, you're never going to make good bread. Oh, Ellery, please join us for a spell or even a song. This comedy of errors won't take long. With utmost politeness, Little Alex.
And with that, you are also sucked up into the sky. You're zipping across time and space as per usual. The wonder of it, maybe for some of you, is not so much anymore. But as you land, this is not your first rodeo. The feeling of traveling and zipping across the sky, it's pedestrian. But what is strange, what is new, is that normally you're dropped off in front of the dungeon and left to walk in of your own devices. But this time, when you land, there are two massive chairs sitting there, fantastically adorned with all sorts of red velvet and carving and everything. And right across from it are 4 chairs that are waiting. Just waiting, maybe for you, it seems. What would you like to do?
Did we commit crimes again? Because this looks like an interrogation.
Okay, count of 3. Raise your hand if maybe you did a little bit of crime in between adventures.
Well, I guess
Be honest.
I did purposefully leave out a batch of cookies that I made that maybe the goats got into, that maybe were supposed to be saved, but they weren't good.
That's not like a crime. That's just like being.
But then I
nice to
lied
yourself.
about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is that illegal where you are?
It's illegal if you ask my grandma.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so just me. Great. Okay. I like this. Okay. Well, I'm just going to sit in the chair because I feel like that's what they want us to do.
But it's like
so-
friend chairs. Like it's nice though. Like
Yeah.
they don't always yell at us.
Yeah. Do the chairs look different? Like, is it clear like there's like a Proxima chair and like a
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Well, look, there is no way for us to get around that. If we do not do the thing, we will be standing here until the end of time. So
Yeah.
let's sit in the chairs and then wait for whatever nonsense is about to occur.
Okay, hear me out though. Maybe this year instead we just don't do it and then we see what happens. That would be like, we say, hey, you know what, QuestMaster? No, like we're done. We're done with this, and then maybe we I don't know, we just work on some choreography. We start the band.
Oh, with that, we could decide how we choose our chairs. With a song, we dance around them and we sing, and then whenever the music stops, you sit.
Proxima, as much as I love where your mind is, they summoned me once to do some chores for them, and I did not walk through the threshold that they clearly wanted me to walk through.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting in the space between spaces for 5 unbroken days.
Oh
no.
Oh.
I have bread in the oven, so
Oh my gosh, me too!
yeah, I know. I was working
Why are
on-
all of you baking?
I don't
I'm
have any
because
bread.
we got Grandma's cookbook, and I just thought, it might be nice.
Exactly, when you're on a break from adventuring,
All
you
right.
just got to try some new recipes.
Yeah, all right, everybody pick a chair. Proxima sits.
Conveniently, I have one right here that I'm sitting in.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note that Ellery is in the chair, curled up like a gremlin who refuses to sit properly in a chair.
Is she Elle from Death Note?
Sure,
Okay.
she's me. She's
Yeah.
just me.
Arbery has also taken her chair and scooted it closer to Ainine because she now feels better because things work out when Ainine is there.
Proxima sees that and then gets up and then Rikers into the chair.
You are the
Once you
swag of
are
this team.
all in the chairs and settled in whatever various format you feel the chair needs to be used. It is then that you notice two figures. One, of course, walks out and is the most handsome, beautiful, fearsome, ferocious, Herculean, potent, indomitable, omnipotent, formidable, daunting, adroit, accomplished, competent, unbelievable, unconceivable, unimaginable, amazing, astonishing, astounding, awesome, eye-opening, marvelous, miraculous, pretentious, prodigious, staggering, stunning, stupendous, sublime. The questmaster walks out and sits in the larger of the two chairs. And a round of applause for the questmaster, please. Yes.
And beside them walks Little Alex.
What, no adjectives?
None whatsoever.
Little's like a title, like Sir or Dame.
Welcome back, all of you, to our humble quest dungeon.
Thank you.
The producers had told me this time to bring our show on the road, and so we're in the road this time
In the road?
to start.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you guys know how this always starts. I am going to need a tribute for the questmaster. And what we need this time, which you are finding out just now, of course, is the most surprising thing to show to an audience that begins with the letter Q. Allow us to check in with our test audience. Were you surprised?
Yes.
Fantastic. Excellent.
I'm the team mom. What are you expecting from me guys?
It's so practical though. Like we might need it. Some of us have big ears.
Don't put these in your ears.
I heard on a clock app that you're not supposed to do that.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Yeah, these
I don't
are-
want to talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
I-
We'll circle back.
Yeah.
We'll talk after the quest.
Ruined my childhood.
What else have you brought?
What?
It's a quahog.
Oh, okay.
Dog toy.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Let's check in with our test audience. Were you surprised?
Well, so I mean, I was wandering around with grandmother, but she said it was okay that I could bring a friend with me to stay. I just had to be careful of all the little eggs in it.
Oh, it makes noises.
It makes noises.
Okay, I really want that one.
I think they may have learned something from the bird quests earlier.
It's possible.
Test audience, were you surprised?
Okay, Questmaster, let me explain. And this is a true story about my real life. So it was supposed to be at this time when a man would come into the room with 50 Quizno subs. But there was a small issue about the date and time of the panel. And so the Quizno subs will not be ready until tomorrow. So I am donating them to the local shelter. But just know there were going to be sandwiches. So this is a situation in which the joke was very funny, but the timing was wrong.
I almost feel as though I shouldn't ask our test audience, but ask you, were you surprised?
I got the order confirmation and I went, oh no. But then that's a funny thing to have to explain at the table. So here we are. I bring you nothing, Questmaster.
Test audience, were you surprised by this? A man on that one. I hear.
I am also quite surprised. I must say, it was on track to be second, and then the rudeness.
That's fine. I take it. Proxima has no Fs to give this year.
That implies she ever had them.
That's true. Proxima's just choosing violence today. It's fine.
Oh no.
Would you like to assign them points?
Absolutely. All right. Here we go. I've got this. I've definitely got this. In with 1 point. They are entirely practical. I am a little bit not surprised. Q-tips?
They're useful.
They're so useful. You're right. They're so useful. 1 point.
Seems right.
All right.
That seems right.
That's 1 point more than you had a second ago.
It's 1 point more than they usually give me, so
And at the start too, like right at the beginning.
I'm really, really coming out ahead, yes.
I see good things for you this year.
Thank God one of us does.
I was pleased, delighted. It was fantastic, amazing. I do love dogs so much. I don't even know it. 2 or 3. 3 points for the crinkles. 3 points. 3 points for the crinkles.
Sorry.
That brings us down to a quail and 50 Quiznos subs donated to charity. They're not here yet. They're not yet.
No, it's okay.
4 points. 4 points. And then 5 entire points for a quail. I do love a bird.
A bird in the hand is worth 5 points in this cat challenge.
50's quiz no subs.
I need it. That kind of looks like the one you murdered violently last time.
I was telling her that this one wasn't going to get murdered. It's fine.
I don't spontaneously kill birds.
You say that.
I
but
feel like you did spontaneously kill a bird.
It did kind of spontaneously explode.
If I wasn't chewing ice, we'd be fighting right now.
Okay.
Your tributes have all been noted. Thank you.
Okay.
And now little Alex will gesture to the yawning chasm that you normally walk through. But as you travel through it, you're surprised because it's not the giant sort of rooms that you've come to expect. No, instead, it is a small room. It looks like a modern day classroom, desks that are entirely too small to be comfortable, and they sit in rows. 6 of them total. On the opposite side of the room from where you walked in, and in front of all of the small desks, are 2 display cases with a square glass on top of it to protect the precious contents inside. On the left sits a red fruit, slightly taller on the top, and on the bottom there are 4 perfect little resting points and a single cheery green leaf on the stem. On the right, another fruit, a wonderfully spherical orange object with lightly dimpled skin. Only 1 small button indicates where they grew from. What do you do?
What does the button say?
It is just on the fruit. It is part of it.
Oh,
Like a
Ellery presses the button.
The sewing button?
It barely moves.
Oh,
What did the button feel like?
a button? You know, the kind that you push? It's like a little bit satisfying to push it in, but like,
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want to maybe roll a perception check on that button push?
yeah.
So they both have buttons on them.
Well, no.
Okay, so only one does. So if I were to compare these 2 fruits,
There it is.
only one of them would have a button.
You might say that.
Okay, wonderful.
7.
It doesn't take much. You can tell that it is rough texture, very, very small, a little spiky even.
Yeah. That's what I just said to Arbery when she asked. I'm going to pretend that was what I said.
Nina's gonna like walk up and look at the 2 of them and then like aggressively, one of you is a good source of vitamin C. The other is a better source for fiber. And then just kind of like waits and looks around to see if anything happens.
Ellery's taking notes.
That is such good information.
Don't put these in your ear.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
Does anything happen?
Proxima picks up the apple and she picks up the orange and just goes, "Oh, hello, I am Mr. Apple and I am Mr. Orange and we might have our differences, but we love each other." And I make a kiss. Oh, smoochy, smoochy, fruity, fruity.
Now hit.
And then just does the same thing.
All right.
Arbery, these might have come from trees. What if you can talk to them by extension?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I forgot the lesson on druid spell, speak to fruit ovum.
Well, I would like to walk up and take the apple and go and sit by one of the little chairs and talk to it and said, "Do you have anything to teach me today?"
All right.
Does the apple want to talk to me, QuestMaster?
You get the feeling that if it could, it absolutely would. Unfortunately, it is no longer attached to its parent plant and therefore dead.
I've learned nothing.
I have an idea. And Proxima takes the apple and she puts it on your head, and then she pulls out her arrow. She goes,
no.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, no, I don't.
You'll never
No,
let
no,
me
no.
do anything fun.
Yes, that is because your fun is always violence.
She did say that earlier, and she'd been gone for a bit.
It's true. I've changed as a person. I've seen so many birds die.
Still standing perfectly still.
I have not killed that many birds.
Are there birds here now?
Okay, I won't shoot.
You said that they're called apples and oranges, which reminds me of a thing my grandma always used to say, which is that when you have two things that are different, you shouldn't try to put them next to each other for comparison.
Oh yeah, so maybe put them not the.
Yeah, maybe split them up.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a statement on the state of education in the world, that maybe you shouldn't put two things next to each other that have totally different styles to learn things.
We could also maybe like a softball game. We could all have orange slices. Oh, is that the Midwest thing? Okay, cool.
No, that's you're good.
I guess, can we eat them? If we eat them, is it like killing the birds where another one will pop up and then we can finish the
I
challenge?
don't know, but then we found an infinite orange hack. So
We've literally just solved world hunger. I think this is a net win.
And the American education system.
2 for
One
1.
thing at a time.
Okay. Well, apples. I'm trying to think of other things. Apples have seeds, and oranges maybe have seeds.
Or they do. Yes, they do have
seedless.
seeds.
Okay. One is appealing.
This is funny.
Apple seeds can kill you in high concentrations.
Apples can kill me in 0 concentration.
Well,
Again with the death.
That's not a high bar.
Ellery bites into the apple, and I'm going to need everyone on this panel to describe to me what that tastes like.
How do I? You're making me describe something that you can't eat because you'll die. I don't know what to compare it to because you can die from eating a lot of things. All right, so imagine like a paper towel that has been soaked in sugar water.
Oh.
Ellery doesn't like apples.
I don't think you've been eating the right apples. That seems very, no, if they're that texture, don't put them in your mouth.
No, I'm not talking about texture. I'm talking about flavor. If we're talking texture, imagine like cold, wet, frozen cardboard.
Oh, no.
I think the bigger question is, why do you hate apples so much? Yeah. I don't know. How would you?
I don't see either of you making an attempt.
Okay, so like bomb pops, like the popsicle, the bomb pop.
Yeah.
It's like biting into a really hard bomb pop, but only the white section.
Huh.
Without the tooth freezing.
Huh.
Right.
All right, Ellery's a little more on board with apples now. She's just sitting there chomping on this apple. So that's what she's doing. She rolls a 7 apple check.
The greatest fantasy for you is being able to eat an apple.
Here's the tragedy. It is the most delicious apple you've ever had or will ever have again.
Oh,
Cool.
It's a good time for it.
Aubrey, do you want to roll an investigation check?
Aubrey would love to.
Oh, sure.
What is it? What's it plus? 11?
All right, you don't need much for that. You notice that as Ellery is eating this, that the inside of this fruit is stark white.
Unusually white?
No,
Stark white?
not unusual, really. Just very pretty.
I'm gonna open up the orange.
All right,
Ellery, can I have a bite?
Okay.
I'm gonna take a bite of the apple.
it's the best apple you've ever eaten in your life or will ever eat again.
Proxima passes out orange slices. She's like, good game.
And when you, with your investigation check, you also notice that the inside of this orange is just a very vibrant neon orange.
Huh. Oh.
Okay.
These aren't like the ones I see out in the forest.
That's because they have GMOs.
They are all made in-house.
So the color is vibrant and the apple is good.
I'm gonna put the orange slice in my mouth like a smile.
What are some things that your grandma said about fruit? Like maybe sayings or funny things?
I mean, my mom and my grandmother have always said, "Gosh darn you, chipmunks, for eating all my strawberries." But I don't think that's helpful because we don't have any strawberries here.
So as you speak for longer, Arbery, and continue to compare fruits to each other, this is the final key that opens up the door that you had not noticed earlier, of course. It's a large metal door that opens before your very eyes.
Oh, we forgot to look for a door.
Oh, shoot. I was just so excited about this fruit.
It's not often we get these catered. We were really excited.
Yeah.
They never feed us.
You cannot immediately see into the next room because the steam, it comes roiling out of the door. And then as it kind of disperses, your eyes adjust to the dim room. And what you see are items all over the floor: toys, food, small trinkets, watches, plants, all manner of things. But in the exact middle of this room stands a large pot, the steam flowing through from the top of it. And that explains what happened when the doors open. And you can see a brownish liquid swirling around the pot of its own accord. What do you do?
I'll go look at the toys.
I'll go look at the cauldron.
All right, give me investigation.
Okay.
Delightful sound that was.
22.
11.
11. All right, you see a brownish liquid in a pot. It does appear to be roiling.
Okay. Is it? What does the pot look like? Is it like a soup pot? Is it like a cauldron? Is it like a large teapot?
It's like the largest soup pot you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. Toy soup. I don't know.
What did I find in the toys?
What is your roll?
22.
22. All right, you notice that even though everything is strewn about and it seems a bit of a jumble, you don't see two items alike.
Oh.
I'm going to regret saying this. I go and sniff the pot.
What is a sniff check?
Constitution?
Investigation?
I guess investigation,
That was
but depending on what it is, maybe constitution.
Survival.
Oh God, survival. Oh dear. Let's see. Yeah. All right, that is a 16.
A 16. All right, with a 16, you notice that there are definitely some scents in there that you recognize, but you're not used to them all being together. And not one of the smells that you can place is the same family of smells.
Oh, that's terrible. Anina's going to pull out her rapier and put it in the soup and stir it and begin looking around to see if that does anything.
It stirs the soup.
All right, wonderful. Let's get that.
Arbery's now picking up all of the toys and putting them into her arms.
Just the toys?
Just the toys.
All right.
What? What other?
You took their toys.
What other stuff besides the toys?
Many things. So many things. Anything that you can really think of, that's there. But only one of each.
Okay. Are there any, can I roll an investigation to see if there's like soup ingredients?
You can, absolutely.
Okay. That is also an 11.
An 11. Well, with an 11, you do notice that there are things like a potato and a mushroom and a carrot and a what goes in soup? Bay leaf.
Short. Yeah,
Eggs.
I'll start
An egg. An egg.
Single egg. Yeah, I'll start going around and picking up like food items that seem like they might go into the soup.
All right.
Is there a spoon?
There is a spoon.
Great.
One singular spoon.
There was
Ellery
a spoon.
grabs the spoon and tastes the soup. Describe to me what soup tastes like.
You notice that it is both salty and sweet. It is a little sour, but it's also a little bitter.
This is the most confusing and delicious soup I've ever eaten in my life.
Proxima just like sticks her finger and it goes, that's teriyaki sauce.
My grandma says that we got fingers on our hands for holding things to eat food with and not for eating.
Your grandmother's phrases have gotten less folksy at her old age.
Yeah,
Ellery's just like holding the spoon out like was gonna offer the use of a utensil.
It's finger
yeah,
soup now.
I'll start
Ugh.
putting in like the potato and the carrot and the thing, and kind of do the QuestMaster check. No, okay.
Is it still roiling while that's happening?
Yeah, actually, after each item, you do see like a little bubble and a little spark that happens.
Okay.
It's a magic soup.
Peer up over the side of it. It's like it's still going even though I'm watching it. I don't know what happens now.
It's not water.
Oh, maybe
Oh.
we should all not look at don't look
Look
at
away.
oh,
Look at,
yeah,
We weren't
nobody
looking
look.
at it to begin with.
Nobody look.
we
I'm
might
not
have been. We
looking.
don't know.
Okay, is everybody not looking?
I'm not looking.
No one's looking.
Wait, while we're looking, we could look at the other. Is there doors?
Oh, no, we forgot to look for doors again.
Well, we can't now. We're covering our eyes.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You do not sense the presence of a door.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay, next gambit. Do I see anything like I don't know, eye of newts or tongue of frog or anything?
Absolutely, you see all of that. Everything's there.
that means
but
a
only
song,
one of
right?
each.
That goes back to singing.
There was a massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just start chugging. Just be like, all right.
As you do, you keep seeing more and more bubbles and sparks. But eventually, as you chuck more items in, those sparks sort of start to dwindle.
Okay. We don't want it to die.
Right. And any of us or that.
Should we take some stuff out? I don't know.
That
Well-
seems to make the hand soup worse. If you keep putting your hands in.
We should probably not call it hand soup. Just
What
Just
if
as
we
a-
just knocked the whole thing over, like rebellious?
Yeah!
disrespect your surroundings, Proxima.
Just kick it right over. Just Spartacus.
I just, Proxima, you look like you needed some like energy out.
I choose violence!
Also, I won't have another bite now that your finger's been in it.
All right, give me a strength check.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it. Strength. I know where strength is on this thing. No, I don't. Just kidding. Here I go. Oh, that's an 11.
You love 11s.
So you rear
I don't
back
know.
and you kick out with as much force as you can muster, and you just hear the most resounding dong. And then
Ow.
that's the moves.
My toesies.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Should I don't know. What does anyone's grandma have a pithy saying about soup?
Yeah, my grandma always used to say that if you don't know what you want for dinner, throw a bunch of things in a pot and call it soup, and no one will argue with you.
Interesting that your grandmother would say that.
Yeah, she said a lot of things.
My grandma said things about like watching the soup it won't boil. She said that sometimes. One time she told me a story about stone soup.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yes, I as well got the stone soup story.
Aubrey, you probably got like leaf soup or something.
Yeah, so we never use stones. We only
Stump soup.
That's my favorite.
First.
I kind of think maybe we should just put everything ever. I think like what would okay.
Okay.
Yep.
This is putting things.
Proxima, you notice that as you start to put things in, you're getting less and less sparks, but everybody else is getting more and more.
Okay.
Oh,
And then as they add more and add more, they start to get less and less as well.
it's collaborative soup.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what my grandma always said about collaborative soup.
What?
She said, if everyone works together and contributes what they can, then sometimes you can have very good soup. That's for this, just like the
I
old
love that.
proverbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
What did she say about soup that contains small wooden letters, sticks, a plant, toys, a copy of Moby Dick?
Oh, she said, just always make sure you have a quality strainer in your kitchen. It's a multi-use.
So as you guys are watching this soup in the pot, and all of you have now added something completely different. I mean, it cooks, it completes, and you understand that has happened because variety is the spice of life. And then before you see a massive door that you did not observe before, despite the fact that you did try to look. It is painted bright red with a white trim. The door slides to the left. And behind it, well, it's super weird.
Okay.
You guys are overwhelmed with the sight of black and white spotted animals standing on 4 legs with wet noses, small horns. And then the lowing hits you. It's mournful and it's sad, and there's something deep in it that resonates within you. And the noise, you just feel the strong urge to fall to your knees and begin to keen yourselves. What do you do?
Moo!
Not that. I am increasingly convinced every year that this is hell and we've done something wrong.
How could it be with these cows? They're so beautiful.
Pardon?
My grandmother's sayings only talked about sheep and goats. It never mentioned cows and which place they went to, so I don't know.
Oh, my grandma always says cows are basically like big dumb goats.
Oh.
My grandmother always said, please don't murder these cows like we murdered these birds.
If I look around, can I find some kind of barn or dwelling that perhaps could be considered a home?
Look around.
Balls. It's a 3.
All right, with a 3, you don't know if you're inside or outside.
Oh, I can help with this. And Ellery wiggles her fingers, and she says, I've got a pricking on the tips of my fingers. I've got an image in the back of my brain. Where there was nothing, let there be something. Show me a home for these cows. And so like a barn type structure is going to appear somewhere. Depending on how big this room is, it might be the whole room.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, big barn appears, and it's beautiful and luxurious and wonderful, and all the cows are just standing there outside the barn.
There you go.
Arbery's going to start dancing at the cows and say, we need the space to dance, cows, so you need to go to the barn so that we can then stop dancing.
Can you
Please.
give me a Constitution save?
I beg your entire pardon?
15.
All right, with a 15, as you start to do this dance, you do feel this incredible sadness start to come over you, and you feel as though you're about to just start bawling. But the dance makes you happy, and you don't. Congratulations.
Okay, so maybe we should get the cows to dance like a weird cats.
I have something for this too. It might surprise you.
No, it doesn't.
Ellery's gonna put her hands on the cow's head, one of them. Please wake up so we can go. I need support so I'm not flying solo. Which casts animating performance, which it's already alive, but it does make things dance. Like the spell literally makes an inanimate object dance, so I'm hoping it also works on the cows.
I'm going to call this one Magical Mr. Mustaphalis.
With that, the cow sort of stops in its lowing to cock its head to the side at you, and it goes, I am alive.
Oh, we forgot to talk to the cows.
Wait. Well, usually
Ellery
they just
says-
talk to me. I didn't know they talked to everybody. Is this normal?
No.
Oh.
And as it cocks its head back to the side, you hear it go, moo.
Wait, cow, I would love to talk more.
What would you like to talk about?
Why do you cry? Boy, why are you crying?
I don't think they'll let me tell you that.
Oh. What can I do to help?
Anything.
We got you a home.
You did do that.
Home
Thank
is
you.
good.
I mean, I do live here in the dungeon, but
Home is where the hoof is.
Would you like some soup? We made some. It's in the next room.
Oh, Ellery also conjures up a live, laugh, love. Live, low, love. Sign for the barn, just in case it didn't feel homey enough. With the soup, with the sign. This is it, right?
is that it?
How did that make you feel, cow?
She looks at the sign and she says, that is pretty good. I do like that.
Are those laughing tears then?
No.
Oh.
All right.
Could you maybe make them like a yes way Chardonnay sign to go with
Oh.
it? Okay.
She does it.
The cow looks at you, looks at the sign and says, yes. Yes, though. I do love a Chardonnay.
Maybe we should. I got nothing. Honestly.
Look, I did my cows come home shot. It did not look like it shot, so.
Oh yeah, what did your grandma say about cows? Everyone else?
It was always we danced until the cows came home, but they're home and I danced. I don't know. I don't know.
I was trying to think of things about sad cows, but
Yes, there were not a whole lot of sayings of sad cows.
I've only heard about the mad ones.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I know about the mad ones and I know about the ones coming home, and that is the limit of my cow knowledge, surprisingly. They did not teach that in Paladin school.
The current economy of cows and what they are needed for is sometimes overinflated and mismarketed in the farmers, and it can be really stressing on them. But I don't think there's a saying there.
my grandma always said, do you know what you call a sad cow?
What?
A hamburger.
Oh, the cow absolutely loses it. You see big crocodile tears coming
So
out
what
of
I'm
this cow's
hearing
face.
is
It
they're
is-
milking it.
Oh, this being.
How did you lie to me?
Are you being over dramatic, cow?
Absolutely not. Hamburgers? How dare you?
Maybe we should be really mean to the cows. I don't know.
Give the cow a Twitter profile and let's end this.
Okay.
That's so mean.
Okay, so I met you
wanna
the
kill
cow.
birds.
Your name is at Elon Musk.
So as you make this profile for the cow, they're delighted that you have connected them to the modern world. And they understand that at this point, there really is no use crying over spilt milk. And they pile into the beautiful barn that you made. And as the cows come past you, you realize that the way forward is through an archway.
Oh, we forgot again to look for a door.
Oh, it's classic us.
Yeah.
As you pass through this archway, it feels like you're passing through a wall of static. In fact, it sounds like that too, like when your TV just and as you go through there, your vision kind of goes gray and white and you see the kind of snow past you, but then there's a pinprick in the middle and it's of color and that expands all around you. Counters materialize and a room with an audience full of people right in front of your very eyes. The QuestMaster is there too, though suddenly their eyes seem intimidatingly blue.
Okay.
This never goes well for me when we do this.
Oh no.
Finally,
Oh my god, are we gonna do nailed it? I'm sorry, I got excited.
Are these cake decorating tools?
Well, you know,
These are weapons of torture.
I really think that this should be like a piece of cake for you guys. So on your marks, get set and bake.
Good. Oh my god! What is happening?
Okay.
I'm wearing cosplay.
Vanilla.
Chocolate, please. I'm wearing cosplay, you sociopaths.
Okay.
Vanilla.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. My grandma always says your best art comes when you're freaking the heck out.
Okay.
Hey guys, you know you have all these friends from these podcasts and shows and stuff. Just let's do like a fun thing. It'll be like Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll take Oreos, please.
Okay.
Let's take a couple.
Oh, strawberries.
Oh boy.
Raspberries.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best day of my life.
What?
Blueberries, frosting, honey, or no syrup.
Keto syrup. I would like
What is
syrup? Frosting.
Oh,
I have never decorated a cake before,
Never, not once.
but I've watched a lot of TV. It probably has corn syrup in it.
This had to go in that.
Does it have scissors or a knife of some kind?
Just rip it with your brute strength.
Bite it.
I don't know that that's sanitary. I'm not sure if we're going to be feeding these to anyone.
This
Hell
is the
yeah.
worry right now?
Heck yeah. How do you do this? Is
this how it goes?
Okay, I know I want this tippy tap.
Oh, yeah.
Knife!
Kniff. We do this.
Keys?
Oh, is there
Scissors?
scissors? I don't know what we do.
For the snippings.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Gabriel. That was my summon spirit companion spell.
It's cheap, but if you want some,
I already have some.
it was a cheap.
Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna do this.
All right.
I can't get
Can you get the knife?
I mean, yes, there's.
Oh, she's struggling. She's
Kniff.
struggling.
No, we're so good.
Oh, you
we're
have a
so
kniff.
good at this.
Can I use your kniff?
Please be careful.
Oh, there's
Gabriel is the
so
champion
much.
we all deserve.
All right,
much.
we've got Ellery going right in with that frosting.
Yeah.
My goodness,
My grandma always says the more frosting, the better.
I like your
Oh,
grandma.
you're my husband.
All right, we've got strawberries going over with Arbery. This is looking nice. Oh, an
Why won't
orange
you get
frosting. My goodness. My goodness
I am
gracious.
Increasingly convinced this is hell.
Oh no, this is so much fun.
No,
this
this
is
is
the most fun I've had decorating a cupcake ever.
That's a side note.
How do you put the thing in? Who's a baker in this room?
Before I
Help
came,
me.
before
Does
I
the
came
bezel
here,
part go on the inside of the bag?
Oh, there's vanilla.
Oh, and then you just do that? No, that's just...
Oh God, it's on my dress.
Honestly,
Oh, I'm wearing
I am
white.
loving the orange frosting and chocolate.
How does this...
Oh
I'm just-
my!
we're just-
Is that?
Just gonna go for it.
Giving a very, all of
Oh,
our
wait.
bakers are, of course,
Wait.
amateurs. We don't allow professionals to come onto this
Where's
stage.
that knife?
But I am really enjoying this technique here. Can you describe a little bit more about the
Thank
sort of technical things that you're doing right now?
yeah, so right now I am mooshing all the fruit snacks together so I can make ookie spooky worms for my ookie spooky Halloween theme. We're probably actually help.
Here.
Amazing.
I dig it. I dig it. I love it.
It's
All
wonderful.
right, and I do see that Arbery has chopped her cupcake in half.
Oh,
Yes.
amazing.
I'm
technique.
finally getting to murder
It's almost
something.
like a Victoria.
Oh, like
Don't show my
sponge or
shit.
like yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Can
you know how to do
I'm
this?
seeing
I'll
pink
do it.
dots
Great.
happening.
All
My Nina
right.
is
His name is Baker.
crushing it.
That is the most appropriate joke from the panel. I'm so happy.
Interesting. Oh,
Interesting. Should we force Ainine to talk to us more about the
I
technique?
do think that we should, and I do see raspberries going on.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps
that's
we
a
could have
bold
told
technique.
Ainine to not wear her cosplay during this particular
would that
Guild of
be?
Granddaughters.
What fun would that be?
I don't think that anyone in the quest
Oh.
dungeon would like you to not wear your cosplay if you
Oh, I
want
got
to.
that. Oh, it's
You know, believe it or not, I might
It's
not
fine,
have
I'm
risked
just
it if I
going
known
in.
that we were going to have a Gordon Ramsay segment.
Thank you. Oh, this is goopy. Ooh.
Immediately before this, my Proximus real mom called and was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm playing this game."
Yes.
And my mom said, "How does it work?" I say, "Well, you roll some dice, and you play from 10." And
Gabriel,
now I'm
I'm
going to
so
have to tell her
sorry.
about this. She's going to be very confused.
Oh my! Oh my gosh! She is absolutely covering that edge. It is beautiful. Honestly, I wish you guys could see it.
This technique, incredible.
Somebody help me.
What do you need, my love?
Oh, yours is really pretty though.
Thank you.
They look like horns.
Thank you.
The technique with the knife here is just mind-boggling. You know, for such an accomplished killer, this is really, I think, the greatest work I've seen.
This is the knife work of a killer, Bella.
We did not.
Oh, yeah.
Why that got me so bad?
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, he's so happy.
Eat your
Yeah,
heart
my
out,
grandma
small
always says
cakes.
if your food's not happy, you won't be happy eating it.
I don't think any part of my food is happy.
I like hearing that at least.
I do like hearing that.
I mean, not the not happy one.
It did seem like everybody was preparing to bake before they came here today, so it is a surprise that the stress levels have gotten so high.
I'm not even a little bit stressed.
I need everyone to understand that the fact that they did bring baking puns with them, not planned. Not planned.
I'm done. Do I win?
I'm
For
ready.
fastest?
I'm prepared.
We'll see.
Oh,
But where's the?
This is the longest.
There's
never
so
ever
much
happened.
every. Oh wait.
Scott, I promise I'll clean the table up.
Bakers, less than 1 minute left.
This was time.
My
Okay,
grandma
we can
always
figure
says that if you finish early on a bacon show, you're probably gonna lose. But to that, I say, Grandma,
Oh, I'm
that's
stressed.
fine with me.
I'm stressed.
Also, she said, clean up your station.
Keep your station clean.
Do you want some fruit
Hands time, everybody. Hands down. Hands down. I just
I need to do one more swoosh. I was plating QuestMaster.
I love fruit snacks. I don't know what you want from me.
It's so
Isn't that like a whole shtick for you on
Right.
TikTok?
It is.
May I please borrow a D20 from someone?
Not from me.
They're covered in cake now. I don't even know where they are.
I have one that is not gross. These raspberries are mine now, though. Oh, that wasn't a good one. That was a bad one.
All right, little Alex.
Yes,
I will be rolling with advantage.
of course, as always.
Against what?
I got an 18. You got an 18.
And you were rolling with advantage, though.
For the next part of this, you will be giving your creation to little Alex to eat, who will then judge you on who made the best creation.
Oh, good.
I shall.
We didn't bake these.
Shall I take yours first?
Okay, would you like
Saying
me
this
to
is a
tell you
little-
about this?
Seems a little
Yes,
rich.
please. While I eat this, please describe your creation and the inspiration. to
Okay,
me.
judges. So today for you, I have a deconstructed grave. It's with some Oreo crumbles on the top. I also took some fruit snacks and I mushed them up and I made them into spooky worms to remind you that even as you eat, so too to dust you shall return. And it's very spooky. It's got orange because it's the Halloween times almost, and that's pretty much it.
I can taste the spooky.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Aubrey.
Please describe your creation while I eat it.
So mine is strawberry surprise, and it's the what happens when you're eating fruit out in the wilderness and you find surprises that other animals have left inside for you.
Please describe the surprises that you were expecting me to find.
Only strawberries in this one. No worms. You didn't give worms. They were gummy fruits, not gummy worms, so I couldn't.
I did have worms before. They're nutritious.
I made my own worms because this is not amateur hour.
To be clear, they are all amateur bakers. Otherwise, they can't be on this show.
It's true.
Please describe a light.
Wonderful. The inspiration for this piece was blind panic. I did my best to not only increase the nutritional quality, but also make it look like not amateur nonsense. Because if I am not superior at something, I will die immediately. But you might notice the flavors of the cupcake in which I did not bake worked very well with the frosting I did not make and the berries in which I did not grow.
Fantastic. I could taste the panic.
I also plated it.
Beautifully.
He's so happy.
Please describe this while I eat it.
It's a cupcake.
That's a cupcake. All right.
And with that,
I'm going to have to do this fast.
All right, I need this. None of it's on my costume.
The fruit snacks were surprising at every turn. So I'm going to give this. Oh, this is much harder actually than I thought. They were actually all pretty good. Okay. Fourth. Third, second, first.
hold on. Do it again. I thought you were going
Fourth,
to say names.
third, second, first.
There should be names.
God, no. Know which cupcake you made.
Well, at least
Proxima-
point again.
We've got it. Listen, this is complicated math that happens every show. This is where the magic really is. It's in the math.
All right. You do this math. Have fun with it.
Fantastic. Hand me it with
Thank you. I don't care. It's my phone.
Do you want these?
All right. So, as you guys complete this baking challenge, of course, everything fades away. And you are once again on the stage where we always end the show. You know, the stage where there's nothing else in front of you, there's just darkness. And now we will decide who the winner is.
My old friend.
Oh my god.
That was good.
There's chaos everywhere.
So much.
Mine's big as me. I don't know. Your other one.
Nothing good.
If we need to clean up, I have Q-tips.
All right.
Detail work.
Point me to number 4. Point me to number 4. In 4th place, with the happiest cupcake, we do have Ellery. And it was fantastic and amazing, and I loved it.
Yes.
In 3rd place, with the most panicked cupcake, we have Ainine. Get it. In 2nd place, we have Arbery with the tasty little strawberry surprise. And in 1st place, the reigning champion of the Quest Dungeon, we do have Proxima.
Yay! But today we are all winners because we all got cupcakes and snacks.